Hi everyone, today we're going to do some Pilates for the second trimester. So it's a little bit of a flow session, so make sure to take it at your own pace and stop if you need to rest. Let's come onto our mat. So I'm going to start in standing with my feet organised in parallel, driving that tailbone down towards the mat, connecting through the sit bones and organising that neutral pelvis. From here we're just going to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, finding that little bit of space between each vertebra and then the next. And then maintaining your organisation through your body and spine, we're going to exhale to lift up, pushing the floor away. And then inhale to stretch those heels down with resistance. Exhale, lift up. Try and go straight up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, ankles and knees in parallel. Let's do two more here. Really stretching through the body and spine. And last one, connecting that core. We're going to hold it at the top here. Trying to keep the pelvis nice and level, we're going to pedal through the feet. So working through the feet, warming the legs up, mobilising ankles, knees and hips. Really lift through the crown of the head, keeping the pelvis nice and stable. Good, so you can pick a pace that works for you. So you can pick up the pace if that feels better, but really working on the stability through the pelvis, the length of the spine. Lovely. And then from here we're going to stretch both heels up and then slowly come down. Perfect. So from here let's go into some squats. So keeping the feet in parallel, we're going to inhale to prepare, and then we're going to send the hips down and back, and then lift, fully opening the hips, engaging through the glutes. Inhale, coming down. Exhale to lift up, fully open those hips at the top. Trying to keep length through the body and spine right throughout the whole exercise. Really send the weight backwards, hinging at the knees and the hips. And on the last one, so let's do one more. Let's hold it down there. Letting the hands rest on the thighs. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone underneath you, gently articulating the spine into a cat stretch. Inhale, expand the ribs and lungs. Exhale, lift the tailbone, articulate through the spine, lift the heart, the neck, the nose. Inhale, exhale, tuck, scoop, hollow, roll through the spine, lengthening the back of the neck. And then reversing it in the other direction. And again, tuck, scoop, hollow, roll, gather the abdominals, let the shoulders relax. Good, let's do one more round of these. And then when you're ready, press the floor away, find that full extension at the hip. Lovely, so from here we're going to stand in the same position, parallel feet, pelvis is nice and level. We're then going to press the feet down into the floor and transfer our weight right through the right leg, pressing the left heel away. So first of all, making sure to maintain your balance. If you need to use a chair or a banister or a wall or something to support you, go for it. And then make sure that the pelvis is level and stable. From here, we're going to lift up and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Really trying to keep the stability of the body. And again, let's go for 4 more here. 3, 2, and then lift and hold. Point the toes, keeping the pelvis as still as you can. We're going to draw a little circle, so just round a lemon or a lime. Let's go for 3 more circles, so 8 in total. 2, and then 1. Let's reverse it, going the other direction. Really challenging the balance. Keeping the pelvis still. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one. Good, flex the foot and bring it back in. Transfer all your weight over onto your left side and stretch the right leg away from you. Again, checking that the pelvis is staying still. Level the hips, level the shoulders, lift through the crown of the head. We're going to lift up and down. Lift up and down. Let's keep it going for 6 more, so 8 in total. Two more. And last one. Hold at the top, point those toes. Make sure that you're supporting yourself if you need to for balance. And then we're going to go for 8 circles, working one way. Let's keep it going, I can really feel it. Good, and then we're going to change direction for 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting through the spine, lifting through the crown of the head. 3, 2, and last one. Flex the foot, bring it back in, come back to the center. From here, we're going to take our feet just wide of our pelvis. Drive the tailbone down towards the floor. Organize the pelvis in a nice neutral position. Allow the shoulders to release. We're just going to go into a side reach now. So trying to keep the pelvis still and stable as before. We're going to inhale, float your arm up. Exhale, tilt the head and gently come over into your side reach. Inhale to hold, find that nice stretch. Breathe into the side of the body. As you exhale, we're going to come back sequentially to the center. So it's like a little Mexican wave working through the spine. Exhale, take it over. Inhale, breathe into the side of the body. Exhale, let's come back. Let's go for 3 more on each side. Inhale, exhale, and release. Really try and find that sense of stretch. So pressing down through the feet, keep the pelvis still. Reaching up through that top arm. Trying to keep the pelvis nice and stable. Length working right through the body. And then 1 more to each direction. Last one. And release. Good. From here, we're going to come down onto our mat. So carefully bring yourself down and find yourself in your 4-point kneeling position. So hands will be underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, pelvis is nice and neutral. So hip bones, pubic bone are nice and level. The ribs are connected and you've got that sense of lift working through the spine. So finding that nice neutral position, we're going to lift that tailbone. Inhale, gather the ribs. As you exhale, we're going to hinge back. And then rock forwards. So as we do this exercise, we're mobilizing the hips, finding that innermost range of movement, keeping the pelvis still and stable. Hello, babes. Keep the length through the back of the head and neck. So you're gazing down just towards the end of your fingers. No crease in the skin behind the neck. Good, and I'm trying to keep the pelvis nice and stable and still. So I'm finding that maximum range of movement at the hip. We're going to rock forwards now and then tuck the tailbone like our cat stretch that we did earlier, making sure to keep the length in the body and spine, to keep space for baby. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to hinge back at the hips, stretching through the back of the body. Taking the hips towards the heels. Length in the back of the neck. Let's go for 4, 3. Keep lifting that waist. 2. And then last one. And come back to the center. Return yourself to your neutral, so finding length through the body and spine. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to slide arm and opposite leg away. So this time we're trying to stabilize the body again in a neutral position. Inhale to come back slowly with control. Exhale, let's send the other side away. Really reach. Find length in the back of the throat. Use the exhale to stretch and the inhale to center. Let's do one more to make sure that we're level on both sides, still being mindful of that stability in our center, and then come back to the center when you're ready and relax. Lovely. So from here we're going to go into a protraction and retraction of the shoulders. I always think of this as like a press up prep, so really thinking about the shoulder stability. So again, making sure you're neutral through the spine, so hip bones, pubic bone nice and level, that connection of the rib cage, press the floor away from you, lifting through the back of the head, neck and throat. We're then going to let the sternum come down towards the floor as we squeeze the shoulder blades together behind us. We're then going to press the floor away from us, separating the shoulders on the back of the body, so it's like a gliding motion for the shoulders over the ribs. Okay, so trying to find that maximum range of movement, keeping the ribs connected, try not to flare through the chest. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one. Press the floor away from us, tuck your toes underneath, inhale, keep the position of the shoulders. As you exhale, float the knees just the tiniest little amount, so 1 inch. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we're going to lift up, and inhale to lower. So gently activating the abdominals, working on the stability of the shoulders. Let's go for 2 more here, keeping it really gentle. And then last one. And then when you're ready, let's release. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up and over, so that we're now working on our backs. Use a block or a cushion under your head if you need to. So if you've noticed that your posture has started to change slightly, it might be good just to support the head with a cushion. And then we're going to work through backstroke arms. So starting with both arms up, gathering the ribs, neutral pelvis, we're going to walk through the arms. So with this, we're mobilising the shoulders, nice gentle exercise. Keeping the rib-hip connection. Find loads of length in the body and spine, let the tailbone feel nice and heavy. And breathe steady and smooth. We're going to bring both arms up to the top, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck, scoop, hollow and roll through the spine, coming up for your shoulder bridge. Arms will come down by your sides. Inhale at the top. As you exhale, your pelvis is going to come down, your arms are going to come up and overhead. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the pelvis, let the arms come down by your sides. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, we're going to reverse it. So your arms and pelvis are kind of seesawing. We're looking for the maximum range of movement through the spine. Really engaging through the glutes, squeezing through the back of the hips, reaching through the arms. Trying to keep the legs in parallel. Let's do one more. Finishing with the arms down by your side. Lovely. From here, we're going to turn onto one side, so bring yourself over gently. And then from here, we're going to organise our legs in a right angle. So 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees behind your knees. Making sure that the waist is active, so you're not completely relaxed in towards the mat, but you are well supported. You could use your blocks or cushions under your head if you prefer. So from here, we're going to do some single leg circles. So we're going to send the top leg back, opening through the front of the hip, and then we're going to circle that leg all the way round. I like to put my top hand on my top hip to make sure that it's staying still, and just feel if there's any kind of deviation from that neutral position. So I'm trying to keep the pelvis as still and stable as I can. Let's keep it going for 4, 3, really stirring the thigh bone inside the hip. 2, and then last one, and then let's reverse it. So we're going to come up, in and around. Work for the maximum range of movement you've got. So pressing that leg behind you. Let's go for 3 more here. 3, 2, and then last one. Good. And then relax. From here, we're going to come up onto one arm with our legs kind of in like a zigzaggy shape, making sure that your pelvis feels comfortable. So we're going to come up onto one arm, shoulders rolling down in the back, waist is active and lifted. And then we're going to bend the supporting arm, drawing that elbow in towards your hip, and then press the floor away. Okay, drawing the elbow in, and then pressing the floor away. Let's keep it going. Let's do 3 more here. Aim for your maximum range of movement, challenging the back of your arm. 2. And then last one, keeping the length of your body, and release. From here, we're going to come all the way up and over, stretching into the waist. And then we're going to take it all the way over the other way. Just mobilising the body with some side flexion. Trying to keep as much length as you can. And last one. Good. And then coming all the way up when you're ready. Take your legs the other way on your mat. Supporting your head or resting your head on your cushions. So making sure that you feel comfortable ultimately. Gathering up the ribs, making sure the pelvis is nice and neutral. We're going to lift the top leg up, take it back, and then stir the thigh bone inside the hip. So the hip is going to stay nice and still. Keep it going for 4 more. 3, 2, and then last one, let's reverse it. Take it in the other direction for 8, keeping the pelvis nice and still. And 3, 2, and then last one, and relaxing. Good. So from here, let's peel ourselves up off the mat. Hello Gally, you want to play, don't you? Let's have the legs in a zigzag position, and then you're going to take your arm kind of outstretched away from you, allowing the shoulders to relax away from the ears, letting your waist lift. From here, we're going to bend the supporting arm and then press the floor away. So challenging the back of the arm, so triceps. Let's keep it going for 6 more, so 8 in total. And 4, hello, 3, 2, and then last one. Good, and release. From here we're going to come all the way up and over, stretching into the side of the body, and then take it all the way the other way. Aiming to keep length in both sides of the waist as you move. Good, let's go for one more round here. And then coming all the way up when you're ready. Lovely. So to finish with, we're just going to work with some breath work. And I find that breath work is a really nice way to dispel tension from the body. So if you're feeling a little bit pent up or stressed, it's a really nice thing to work with to help. So first of all, organise yourself in a neutral position through the pelvis. Make sure that hip bone to pubic bone are at a right angle to the floor, and use some cushions if you need to just help you feel more comfortable and at ease in that position. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears, and then find lift through the crown of the head. And then from here, all we're going to do is focus on that breath coming in through the nose. Feel the body soften, and then as you exhale, you're going to breathe out through the mouth. So it's like a sigh. We're breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. As you work through your breath, try and balance the in-breath with the out-breath. So trying to make both even in effort. And then as you practice, you might allow the exhale to last a few seconds longer than the inhale. So focusing on that circular motion of the breath, feeling the buoyancy of the lungs inside the body, the subtle movement of the diaphragm, abdominal wall and pelvic floor, and allowing for even effort and relaxation. Try to send the breath into the back of the body, expanding the back of the ribs and lungs. Let's just keep going for a couple more seconds. And then try to keep hold of that calm breathing pattern. Let it return to a little bit more of a natural breath pattern for you. But keep sending the breath down into the ribs and lungs. Just rolling the shoulders a few more times. Lovely, well done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.